Hello, rockers, groupies, and everything in between. Jack Punkington here. That opening was the opening for the beginning of my channel 8 years ago. Today I hit 300 subscribers, and I wanted to do a video to say thank you all. It might not seem like a lot, but to me it really is. I know consistently my videos obviously don't get 300, a video. But the fact that I've built a small following means so much to me. It really does. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I just appreciate so much what you guys do. Just watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting on my videos. It means the world to me. I've been doing this consistently for about 2 years, heavily as much as I can, and then before that on and off for about 8 years. And when I started this channel, I was living with my ex / in my car till I could move in with her eventually. And I had just quit my job as a dishwasher, that was my first real job outside of high school, was being a dishwasher for a restaurant that no longer exists. And I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. And to be honest, there's a good chunk of me that still doesn't know. I have ideas that I'd like to do, and I have ambitions that I'm trying to work towards. But, everybody has their own pace. But this channel has been the most consistent thing in my life for the last 8 years. I have gone through so much, just as anyone would in that time span. But the one thing that has stood tall is this channel. For those who have been around for a little while, at the end of 2019, I actually debated on deleting my channel, or at least at the very least stopping making videos, because I wasn't sure if I was able to put the time in that I wanted to. And I took us some time, and I don't remember your name, and if you are watching this video, thank you again. Someone left a very nice comment to me on that video. It was very, very long, and just talking and telling me what my videos have done for them, and telling me that, if I chose to stop, that they would be sad, but they'd understand, but they hope that I continued. And just the way that comment was written, it lit a fire into me to keep doing this. And 2 years later, a year and a half later, I guess I should say, I'm still here. I'll talk about this in another video. I'm just holding it. There we go. I have so much appreciation for everything. Every view that I get, I know it's not a lot, but the fact that I have friends that watch these videos sometimes, and I have been pointed out. There was this one time in college, I was doing a school project, and we had a fair, essentially, and people would come in. There were different stands. In my stand, it was all about law or something. I can't remember. And I got an A on the project, and I can't remember. I failed that class terribly, but I got the A on the project. And someone had came, because they brought in different people, could just come in, and this group of people came on, and I did my spiel, and one of them pointed out and said, "You're Jack Punkington." I was like, "Yeah, I am." And it was just cool. It was the first time someone had recognized me, from my videos. Every once in a while, now in a blue moon, when I go out to do a trade, I get recognized. And then the biggest thing is I was on the Trogley show for an episode, and everyone I know that plays guitar messaged me. It was like, "I saw you on Trogley." It was so cool. So it's cool everything I've got to do, because not only because of this channel, but because of like my love for music and what it has done for me. And that's why I keep doing these videos, because for someone out there, my videos, hopefully, it can get them a smile on their face and get them through the day. I was told by a friend of mine, they're like, yeah, you're kind of like the budget equipment guy, and I'm like, yeah, because I don't have a lot of money. Literally all of my extra cash goes into this. I don't really have a savings, I guess I should say. Like, this is my savings. um, I mean, and that's why it was so important to me this year to get out of debt, so I could potentially start building up a savings and spend more money on gear. So I'm trying to find a balance right now. But everything I try to put in, to this is not only for my personal gain of like having more, having another Gibson or having an orange amp that I've always wanted to try. It's being able to do videos. A lot of times I buy equipment just because there's no other videos out there. This Sub-Zero is a great example. There was like 4 videos out there, and I was like, well, heck, I'd love to do a video on it. That's the only thing I've got on me on hand. This Fernandez, another thing that I had personal reasons why I wanted this guitar, but there's not a lot of videos on this Fernandez either. So it's kind of cool to be able to do that and do the videos that people aren't really going to see, because it's gear that doesn't sell a lot, but it's unique, it's weird, it's cool. Because until this popped up on my Facebook, I had literally never heard of this amp. And I have it up for sale. I literally bought it to try it out and do a video. A lot of times with extra gear, that's what I do. I have my main stuff, and then I have my extra stuff. However, gift that I will never get rid of, and a memory. This is actually my very first 412 cabinet, and so I got it back from my buddy Chris, who had it before me, or who had it after me, I guess I should say. The same guy who gave me this amp, so. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching my videos. I'm even getting the occasional comment of ideas to try. Like, I've been requested to do a studio tour, and that's coming. I promise it is coming, hopefully soon. I have one big thing for this room that is hopefully coming in the mail tomorrow, that I can do that and adjust everything. But it's going to require a lot of work to do. It's not as big as it sounds, but to me it's big. And I'll explain why when I do my studio tour. But yeah, it just, because, about 5 years ago, I moved into this house. I rent this house. I don't own this house. I rent it with my fiance, but originally I rented it with 3 other roommates. That turned into a lot more roommates that went through like water, and eventually I was the only one left, so I just took the house. And it's cool because of that. I have this space that I can do these videos. I have gained equipment that allows me to do nicer videos. I have, a better cell phone than I used to. Like, I remember when I first moved back after my ex and I broke up, that I was with when I started this channel, I had an iPhone 4. It was the only iPhone I've ever owned, because I don't like Apple products. Not for any particular moral reason or anything. I just don't like the interface. I'm not smart enough. So I used that to do all of my recording, and it was pretty crappy, but it was still better than the webcam, which I still have somewhere. I have to find it. And then after that, every time I'd get a new cell phone, that's what I would use. Eventually, I did buy a camcorder. I do have a camera somewhere that I used for a little bit, and it still works, but the sound quality isn't as good as like just my cell phone. It's an older camcorder. Um, so I'd like to, get a nice camcorder. I've got one picked out. But it's interesting because I will go back and I will watch old videos and to see the progression of stuff. I mean, before this was my space, the dining room was my space. The dining room was where I had all of my equipment, and it wasn't just me when I moved here. When I first moved here, it was me and my roommate slash brother, Justin. we had all of our equipment in the living room. The funny thing is, when I first moved into this house, I actually had to sell a lot of gear. This cab is one of those pieces, because I had too much gear. I remember I don't have the video anymore, obviously. Um, we because I used to live upstairs at my family's house, and we were moving everything downstairs, and everything was in its case and stuff, and it was just all over the living room, and like my brother took a video. It was like, these are like, he was like, this is 20 different guitars, and it was crazy. And then we condensed, and I sold what I sold, and I condensed the rest into this house. And I mean, I had a drum kit, and I had sold that. Um, but there's so much that I don't even know what to say, honestly. Like, a lot of times I try to do these videos. I do. I've tried to do vlog videos, but what happens is about halfway through, I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to add. And I want them to be longer videos because I don't like doing them a lot, because it's not what people are here for. People are here for the reviews of the amps. But at the same time, it'd be nice to do something that's a little bit more personal with you guys. I'd love to do a Q&A at some point. I've got a whole series planned that involves some friends too. I'd love to do some covers, but that's a whole other thing. Because obviously, I don't make money off of any of this. I don't. My channel's not big enough to monetize. I used to actually be monetized before they changed the rules, because the rules used to be you could monetize right away as long as you met certain criteria, which I had. And then they changed it, so you had to have 1,000 subscribers before you could, or like 10,000 views on your channel, or 100,000 views, something like that, before you could monetize. So, obviously, this is and I am very grateful for the 300. I can't monetize my videos anymore, which that's fine. At some point, I'd love to be able to do that. I'd love to be able to do editing. I'd love to be able to do a lot of stuff. But, maybe at some point down the road, I can get to that point and start monetizing my videos, because all the money I'd make off of that would just go back into this channel for more equipment reviews, better pieces of tech to film and stuff. So, but that's all dreams for later. At this point in my life, I am just happy as I am with what I have. I mean, my phone is literally being held up by a mic stand. That's how I record. Is I have my phone set up on a mic stand, and I don't even get to see like how long I've been recording because it covers it up. And I just sit in my office chair, because this is also where I work during the day. My computer is actually right behind the camera, and along with my desk, and just shelves and just some stuff that, like junk and stuff that's to get thrown away that I've been lazy to do. And I just sit here all day and work. And so on my breaks and on my lunch, since I'm right next to all of my equipment, I just practice. That's what I've been doing, so, which is nice. It's good for creativity. And then I have my window right here now that I can look out of. Like right now it's raining, and it's actually really peaceful. So, but I really, and I'm just babbling at this point, but I wanted to say thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. Let's keep going. I've got more stuff planned. Like I said, I've got another series planned that I'd like to start up. I've got my studio tour that I plan to do, and if you guys want, I will happily do a Q&A. Just leave me all the questions you can think of. I'll answer them as truthfully as possible that I'm able to. And you guys, I'm still here. I'm gonna keep going. Thank you again. Jack Punkington signing out. Peace.